Good morning, everyone. The net in today's gospel is the church, and the sea is the world. And God is a fisherman who throws that net into the sea to try and capture whatever he can, both good and bad alike. And he brings up seaweed, algae, all kinds of debris along with the good fish. And then he separates them. What is good he puts into the bucket, what is bad he throws away. In this parable, we find the dogmatic truth of the judgment. At the end of time, God will judge humanity and separate the good from the bad. It's important then that we pay particular attention when Christ references the last things: heaven, hell, death, and judgment. Many of us don't particularly like hearing about these truths that Christ teaches. They can be very hard to hear. But St. Gregory the Great tells us why Christ repeats them so often. Gregory says, all these things are said to make sure that no one can make the excuse that he does not know about them. This excuse would be valid only if eternal punishment were spoken about in ambiguous terms. We humans tend to forget about the judgment quite often. Whether it's because it's in our nature to forget or because we're afraid of it, who's to say? But the fact is that Christ wants us to know this. He mentions it multiple times in multiple different ways, in multiple different parables throughout the Gospels. And today he asked the disciples directly, do you understand these things? And he asks the same of us today. My brothers and sisters, do we understand all these things? Do we understand that there is a heaven and a hell, and that the Son will judge the living and the dead when he comes again?